Hello. Hey. How's everyone doing? Oh my god, it has been a while since we've spoken, haven't we? Well, a lot of shit has been happening ever since the last time I recorded or whatever. I have been doing a lot of drawing, as you can see from the title of this video. Oh, and I'm also in Deutschland. Yeah. Yeah. So, if you guys have been keeping up with my shit from Instagram, you would have realized that I have been focusing a lot of my art recently. And so I thought, since my channel has no head or tail on what the hell I'm doing, I'm going to start recording videos on art and I'm going to start uploading them. Yeah. How do we draw? I love drawing ever since I was a kid, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you do as well. I'm 22 now. Holy shit, I'm old. So today I'm gonna show you how a really quick way on like the process that is taken into consideration whenever someone draws art. There's a whole list of things like fundamentals and color theory and shit and all that stuff I'll get to later. But for now, I think the best thing we can start off with is just the general process of how you do it. Have the artist's mindset. So, what is the artist's mindset? I might make a video going in depth about this in a bit, but essentially, the artist's mindset is understanding where you are in art. Art essentially is just knowing shit and putting that into practice. That's that could be explained. Anything can be explained that way. But most of the time, what we have, people would think, oh, I need to be able to draw straight lines and draw a circle perfectly and all that stuff. And there's ways you can get around that, and line weight and line quality, all that shit you can probably fake for the first part. What you can do instead as someone who's learning how to draw is learn to observe a lot better. So you see things around you, see how light interacts and all that stuff. And you'll get this eventually, right? This is something that you gain over time. It's not going to come overnight. And the other thing is knowing where you are and how good you are. Here's a quick fact about you as an artist. You're shit. Plain and simple. You are shit. No matter what level you're in, whether you're the best of the best or the worst of the worst, you are shit. You can be Da Vinci. You're still shit. When you understand this, when you're humbled by this thought, is when you can truly improve. And I think that's something that people need to understand is that you're shit. Right. So that's the artist mindset. The other thing is like you should know that you're good. That's also what you should know. It's not just about being like you're shit or you're amazing. It's mostly knowing where you are. You're always going to be shittier than someone else. But you're also going to be always better than someone else. So remember that. Know where you place yourself. Now, me, I'm not a good artist. A lot of you might be looking at my shit and going, wow, he's amazing. The actual truth is, you guys have no idea what you're talking about. Because, again, you're shit. So, what you want to do is you want to understand where you are. That's step one. Step two is know what tools you're using. Whether you're using traditional or digital, that's up to you. But me, I like to use this Clip Studio Paint. And some people would like to ask, what brush are you using? What tools? What application? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you're trying to make art, right? And you have to understand whether you're using an Etch a Sketch or something like a notepad. You're fine. It's not gonna look the same as something you're gonna see by a professional made by Photoshop who knows his Photoshop shit. It's not gonna look the same, but it's gonna have its own charm. Now, I could have gone into the fundamentals, but I was feeling lazy. Okay, so what do we do first? We have this blank page. Usually you'd say, oh, you would start sketching. No. See, that's why you're a pathetic artist, and I'm better. What you would start with is you would want to get a reference. Now, this can be a reference from loads of places. Instagram, Pinterest, from Google Images, we can look up just body references, muscle references, shit like that. And it also depends on like what type of people you're looking for. You can look up bodybuilders, you can look up fitness models. On Instagram, you can look at OnlyFans models, cosplayers, because you're an artist. At the end of the day, you're trying to search shit that makes you look and feel better in your art. That's the best way I could. So here's a reference I got from Lean Beef Patty. We're trying to show you how I would draw a hand. The reason I'm going with a hand is because everyone knows hands are hard, and so am I whenever I look at it. I would have much rather have the other hand, but the other hand didn't have the full fingers and shit, so I have maybe I can find one. So we're gonna start with like figuring out, okay, so this is like the part we don't want. Sorry, love to look booba, but no. Alright, so we want this. This is what we want. break it down how you want to break it down, how what makes sense to you. This is what makes sense to me, so this is what I'm going to be doing. Don't copy me because I'm doing it. Copy me because it makes sense to you. As long as it's ethical and you're using it, who cares? That's a quick breakdown I'm doing just for me to understand. Boom, there we go. We got the hand, right? And so this is great because this allows me to see how it is, to visualize it, and to understand how I can break it down. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to replicate the reference as I see it. Let's begin. Now what we're doing is we're moving on to the sketch phase. See, I'm great YouTuber. I need to explain. I need to keep explaining my shit, but I keep forgetting to do that. But yeah. So now we're gonna move on to sketching. And so this is what we do. We try to see what is going on here and we try to replicate it to the best of our ability. So now when we're sketching, I can make a whole video on how to sketch, but sketching is so complex. So first off, if you see here, the circle I put here, it's in the center. So there's this huge amount of mass around here that I'm not accounting for. And since I have this general base, now I'm going to add that mass.
No.
If for some reason this beautiful woman does watch this video, I don't think she would because every artist is drawing her, so I don't think she would. But if she does, right, she's probably gonna be so annoyed that I'm drawing her smaller because she's a fitness model and these people are really into like being big and having like nice sized muscles. Lasso-Tool and Liquify are your best friends. Okay, if you ever make a mistake, right, your mom's not gonna help you as much as the Lasso-Tool is. Just letting you know. So you might ask yourself, Amin, you're making all these like Lasso-Tool and Liquify tool edits. I use traditional. What do I do? Don't ask me, man. I don't know. I don't even know half the shit I'm doing in my own field. You think I know how to do that shit in traditional? If at any point in time you're like something looks weird, flip the canvas. You'll see immediately. And I did not see immediately what happened. It's good enough, man. It's good enough. It's not like any of you are good enough to actually understand the difference between good and bad at this point, anyways. So I can just trick you into thinking this is good. Yeah, you also have to understand most people have no clue what good and bad is. Like most people. You show them the most simplest of drawings and they'll tell you, oh my god, that's better than what I do. Oh, I can't even draw a stick man, bro. Please. If you say that to anyone, please, for the love of God, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Ever say it doesn't help. You're not helping anyone. You're not making anyone feel good. Okay, by saying that. Please stop talking. Anyway, this is not looking good. Oh wow, this is horrendous, isn't it? Oh no. I'm a fraud and a fake. The point of this series, or me teaching people how to draw, is because I always had struggled with figuring this shit out myself, and so I don't want people to struggle like I did. That's why I'm doing this. I'm lying. It's all just because I want views. Should be a general sketch like, right? And then I can make the new layer, shrink this. Now we're going into line art. After adding all of that, we begin to draw on top of the sketch. So you can use whatever line weight you want. I like to have a very thin line. I don't want to bank on my line weight too much. Lines give structure, right? Lines is essentially giving structure to your drawing. See, now here's a quick mistake you don't want to make that I did. I didn't put enough time into drawing the fingers, and now I have to think about drawing the fingers as I draw this. Whenever you are doing the sketch is where you do all the thinking, and you don't focus on the technique. That's why it looks like this and not like ooh lines, right? So this is a mistake I make a lot. Don't be dumb. Don't be me. I probably should not have gone with hands, the first one. I was trying to be like, oh my god, look at me, I can draw. I can't draw hands. Why I did that, I don't know, man. You know what? If we really squint and not focus on that, I think we'll be fine. Now we have a general line art. It looks like shit because, well, it's not as detailed. With the sketch, you have all this, and that adds detail. So we'll talk about that later. But what we will talk about now is coloring shit, right? Okay, and when you're starting off, you want to understand color. Sure, go ahead. But I'm just gonna guess the color, and I'm gonna go with that. And what we're doing now is we're just giving it general color and depth. It's gonna work out fine. It's gonna work out fine. Trust me. Trust me. I'm not panicking. You are panicking. All you're doing now is you're just learning how do I just draw, right? How do I get there? How do I put in the effort to get to where I want to get? You have to find your own rhythm with these things because you can't just like get into it and start copying other people. You have to also figure out what you want to accomplish and how you want to get it done because it's not that easy and simple. Add a bit of color like this, and then add a bit like that. I'm understanding lighting. I'm copying how the light reflects and all that stuff. Very helpful. I know. Very, very helpful to new people. Yes. So I highly suggest you guys subscribe so that I can make more videos and like this video so that I know you like it. And if you do, I'll definitely make more. Even if you don't, like, I'll still try to make more. But if you want to stay here, if you want this to come in your recommended more, I highly suggest you like the video. And if something doesn't make sense, you can always ask me. And in my comment section, I'm not a big YouTuber, so I'll definitely respond to as many people as I can. So ask me, go ahead. Don't be afraid to ask. Remember, you're shit, but you can't be better if you don't ask for help. Remember this, guys. This is like life advice. You're shit, but you can't be better if you don't ask for help. I want to help. That's why I'm making this video. As much as I joke about wanting to be just making this for views, my main intention is also to help. Yeah, I want to be big. I want to have a nice following, but I also want to help. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm helping you out. I also want to improve, of course. Let's not forget that. But that's something that I want to get into. I want to help you. I'll show you tips and tricks on each part of this later. For now, again, this is just a quick explanation how the process that goes into drawing. This is where we're at right now. And you know what? I'm actually proud of that. Not gonna lie. It doesn't look that bad. And yeah, see, I told you it looked shit at the start and it still does because I'm just noticing that the bicep is a little longer than hers. And so it doesn't look exactly the same. But it's getting there. It's like I can probably liquefy it and then improve it later on. But yeah, you can also come here. It took me not as long as I thought it would, but it took me a while and it took me a lot of effort. And you can get here as well if You just try hard enough, right? That's what they always tell you. Try again. Try. Learn to practice. I'm gonna show you how to practice. And I'm also gonna show you a quick trick. Okay, just to make it a little better. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give it a few rings. Maybe now that I see it, it looks so ass. Hold on. Ooh, I know. Oh, yes. I know what to do. Okay, and this is a trick I learned from. I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. I forgot his name, but I saw him do this, and he had like this brush that has these triangles that he draws, and they look nice. And so I can't do that. So I'm just gonna be drawing like basic lines all over it. It was like Zhao something. So he has a brush, I think, that does triangles, and I don't have access to that brush. So I'm just gonna wing it, and from a distance, that's what that looks like. Which again, it's not perfect. It doesn't look amazing like I wanted it to, but it looks like something. And I don't ever let that thought of, oh, I need to put in 50 hours of effort to get to anywhere near it. You may need to put, and yeah, it helps a lot. If you have a general good understanding of what it is that you're making, you can get by with good enough drawings. People don't understand that. People don't understand that certain things you need to put in the effort to, certain things you just need to understand. Now I'm just chatting out of my ass because I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. And you know what? I'll help you as best I can. Okay? I'll help you as best I can to get there as soon as possible. I'm also learning. I'm also there. And I'm also willing to help as many of us as we can. There's certain things about this art piece that just looks wrong. Yeah, now I'm just realizing it. I hope this was helpful. I'm trying really hard to try to teach people how to draw. And if this isn't helpful, if this doesn't make sense, a lot of things don't make sense because it won't. Trust me, my kids, I don't know. Trust me, it won't make sense to you. It takes time to understand. And dumbasses like me don't help. But you need to tell me what you need us. You need to tell me what's wrong, what's not making sense, what would make sense, what helps, what doesn't help, etc. I'll try to see you guys soon. Make sure to like, make sure to comment anything that didn't make sense. Trust me, I can help you out. And if I can't, I can guide you to someone who can help you out. Thank you guys for coming, watching this video till this point. A long ass video. Holy shit. Thank you guys for coming, and I will see you all next time. Make sure to subscribe now. Bye.